Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. The show brings you Major League Baseball on a Saturday night. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the New York Mets. Dinger alert, Singy. This guy's gone yard more than anyone in the league so far.
Yeah, Boog, I've had this one marked on my calendar all week. He changes games with one swing. Seriously, though, why do they keep pitching to him? Just a launching pad.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now and getting to start. CHC-M.Boyd. And Chris, he seems a lot more comfortable pitching here at home than on the road, right?
Indeed, Boog, and there can be several factors, whether it's just sleeping in your own bed, being around your family, going to your favorite restaurant before you come to the ballpark. I don't know what it is for him, but the numbers are clear that he's been dominant in this place. The only frustration is you see how good he is at home, and if you're a teammate or a coach, you're looking and saying, hey, if you could be almost as...
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with two strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now Kyle Tucker. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. No play. That's an infield single.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Man at first, Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Right now with the 5th most RBIs in the NL. First pitch misses. Tucker at first, one gone. Swings through that one for strike 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the right-hander deals outside low, and the count now even up.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Just missed.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it took the corner.
Swings and misses. And the runner stays where he is.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
In half up to hit. Went deep in the ball game last night. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Fastball is outside.
1-1.
Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And now first and second with 2 outs. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games. This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in, you got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on, probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
Careful.
To the right side. Toss to Alonso. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Cubs get 1 on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Queens, and today's starting pitcher, M.Boyd.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Here's a rocket out to left. Corrals it. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Luis Angel Acuna.
Yeah, Boog, and I like his chances of making an impact in this game today. He's facing a lefty on the hill, and you know he loves lefties. He's hitting over 350 against left-handed pitchers this season, so he could be in for a huge performance in this one.
Francisco Lindor stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
2 outs, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. And it remains 1-0. Top of the second. Here's the veteran shortstop, Dansby Swanson. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Alonso makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrating with himself until his next at bat.
And here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. On the ground to the left. Oh, and it hits the base. And that's a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that one hammered. That's back. Gone. He leaves the yard to right, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Nico Horner. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
John Birdie at the plate. Hard hit right side. Whips it to first. And that is the inning. Cubs add 2 on this homer. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the Mets DH, Juan Soto. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Next one misses. 2-0.
No strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Way out front for strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Batting fifth, third baseman.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. That one ripped. And it's into the gap. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay not going to get him. He's in there.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And the batter now, Kevin Parada. That one down the line, and foul ball. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Ball 1 there.
1-2. That's the ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
2-2.
Man at second. Chases the changeup in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. And the runner holds.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor, one of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Line drive, base hit. And they hold him at third, 90 feet away with 2 out. And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna.
And a foul ball.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Vientos, the runner at third. Taylor on at first with 2 down. And there's a ball. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They trail it here 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
Senga back to work. And it's fouled away. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a gold glover. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball. 2 straight.
Pitch misses. Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Got him swinging.
Now batting. Designated
Seiya
hitter,
Suzuki,
Seiya
the next Cub to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's in there at the knees. Suzuki starting as the designated hitter, batting in the cleanup spot. And he was born in Japan. Finds its way through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now Ian Happ.
Ball 1.
And ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. Pickoff throw, and he's back in easily. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Siri makes the grab. 2 down. So a man aboard. And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That's in for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
And we're back, set for the bottom of the third, and stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch misses way outside. And strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Caught him looking for the K.
That was just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here's Starling Marte. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1. Marte on the move. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Marte, the runner at second with 1 away. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Next offering is in for a strike. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-2.
Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. High fly ball, shallow right field. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here's Pete Alonso. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next pitch is outside. And that's downstairs and outside. That's out to center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And that'll do it. Mets leave 1. Still down 3-0. Back here at Citi Field. Start of the 4th. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch. That pitch clips the outside corner. That's strike 1. And that's outside. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-2. 2-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Senga winds and deals. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor. And Swanson is set down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Miguel Amaya. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. First pitch misses.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Out to short, and it's through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. On the ground, and that's just foul. That's in there, and the count is 0-2. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here in Queens, here's a big power threat. Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
Fouled off left side.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Fastball is outside.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Here's a 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong sizes this one up, and there's one down. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Doubled in his first AB. Swings through that one.
0-1.
One out, bases empty. Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Parada, the next to hit, takes ball one. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Ball 2.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Nothing doing for the Mets. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Fought off foul.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. In the air, right side, and there's one down.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman John Birdie.
John Birdie getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
And there's the strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That
Ball
one
2.
missed. Swing and a ground ball. Fires in time. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. 1 for 2. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
That's a strike, and 1-1.
1-1.
That one at the knees for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball. 2-2.
And that one is lifted in the air. Siri makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. That
That's a ball.
misses, and that's ball one.
Well, these Mets finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are
One
moments
ball,
you just
one
can't
strike.
get back.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So up next, Jose Siri. Caught looking his first time up. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Man at second. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Tucker snags it. Runner tags at second. He's in there.
Up next for the Mets.
Back to the top of the lineup. Starling Marte up to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
2 strike.
2 outs. Up and in. Going to count 1 and 2.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
That one the other way. Base hit and a run comes in.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball is outside.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, what a stop. It's there, and that's a great play. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Seiya Suzuki. Senga back to work. That's
No,
outside,
that's a ball.
and that's ball 1. And that one lifted in the air center field. Siri. He's there. He's got it. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder Ian Happ.
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. The Happ Daddy. On the ground to third. Jumps. Throws. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. So digging in, Michael Bush.
First baseman, Michael Bush.
Ball 1.
Squirts away a little bit. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way. Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Throw to second, safe. And a foul ball. Man at second. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. On the ground, out to short. Fires to first in time.
Now batting shortstop,
Dansby Swanson stands in. That one outside. Ball one. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Mets 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Julian Merryweather.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Left field, way back there. Happ ranging back on it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
And that is out of play. The Mets down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
One down, base is empty. Ripped on the ground to second. Horner over to first. They get the out on Soto.
Now batting third baseman, Mark Vientos.
And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. Merryweather, 33 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2014. Up the middle, a dive, nice stop. Throws from his knees, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Miguel Amaya.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Oscar Brazoban.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Taylor tracks it down for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fights it off, he'll see another. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. That one misses. 1-2 to count. Boyle's a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So here's Horner now. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Got it. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Cubs are down in order, but they still lead it 3-1. Number 43 will take over here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Tap foul at the plate. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Crow Armstrong moves after it. And there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Now here is Luis Angel Acuna. Check swing, went around, and it's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Pulls that one foul. That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Mets. And it remains. Back here at Citi Field. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, John Birdie. Just off the outside edge. And it's 1-0. Foul ball there. And that's down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a laser base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And up next for Chicago, Kyle Tucker, 1 for 3. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Birdie on at first, nobody out. Razabon picks over. Birdie back in on a dive. Right through there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or wet.
1-2.
In the air, left field, down the line. Reaching for it, makes the catch. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. And there's a rocket into the outfield. The throw in, coming home. He'll score easily.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Danny Young. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now here is Ian Happ. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. There's a strike. 1 out, the runner at second, and we're at the top of the 8th. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
They say you win.
2-2.
Ground ball right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Bush in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Runner at third, 2 away. Now this is in the air down the line. Marte makes the play, and that is that. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. It's now 4-1. Major League Baseball. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Porter Hodge.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs.
And here is Jose Siri.
Porter Hodge.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Check swing, went around. That is strike 2.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Up the middle, Swanson whips it to first on the run, and they get the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Oh, that hit him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Runner at first with 2 away. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across, because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Almost got him. Two outs. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. Here's Juan Soto. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. Line drive, Swanson. That's the inning. So they strand a pair. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Mets 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. And a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Young, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. And the sweeper misses. Just missed. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Cubs, catcher.
Here's the catch. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Reed Garrett. He's pitching on 2 days rest. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Swanson aboard here at first with nobody out. And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's already homered in this game. Runner takes off. Strike in there. And safe. It's a stolen base. Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with one away and runners at first and second. And next for the Cubs, Nico Horner. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. One out. Runners at first and second. Off the mark there. And it's 1-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Rolled over to third. And foul ball. Runners at first and second with one gone. Ground ball up the middle. Dive, and he's got it. Not in time. He's safe. So up now for Chicago, John Birdie. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Outside low, now 1-2. So they're all loaded up. And there's a ball. Grounded to third, could be two. Acuna has it for one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Ryan Presley.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Vientos at the plate now. That's ball one.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Time called. Mets going with a pinch hitter, Jesse Winker. A runner at first for him, nobody out. just missed.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed. And that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So up next. So now a pinch hitter, Brandon Nimmo. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Tough spot for the pinch hitter, and he delivers.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Luis Angel Acuna digs in now. Inside, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Late on that fastball.
You need a
1 ball,
strikeout,
1 strike.
and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 runs in. The throw home. It's offline, and he scores. It's 4-3.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Ryan Presley done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Caleb Thielbar.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Nobody out. Both the tying and winning runs on base. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Marte goes after that one for strike 1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Big spot, tying and winning runs aboard with 1 down. Swings and misses, and it's 1-2. Stays alive.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. But no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind if you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game. It's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an over for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. The winning run on second base.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Now only one out remaining.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up.
Birdie. And that is the ball game.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
And the final score here, 4-3. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long